Morning, back at it again. So yesterday I got those two logs fully fitted, insulated, screwed down. Got that one cut, and today we're going to go after this front one here. This is probably one of the straightest logs I have, but it's still a 4-inch gap. I'm going to just see if there's any way of rotating it to take some of that out, because if I keep on taking so much, I'm going to be left with these very small ends. Not too bad on a big log like that, but that's not just as big. So now I'm just going to see if I can compromise a bit and get a balance between getting the hump up, getting it faced off with the wall, and not having to cut as much out. That's the plan today. You'll notice the hat getting a bit chilly today. It's 10th of September, about 10 degrees out, so but looks like it's going to be an alright day. So I'll just show you what we're working at here, give you an idea of the gap we're trying to fill. So that's not untypical of a gap. Hello. So yeah, if I could reduce that 4 inches, it'd be good. But look, that's a pretty straight log. So let's see. The reason for the block in the corner here is you need to level up the logs. So I needed to pack out about 70 mil there. That's the reason for it. So yeah, let's check into it and see how we get on. So done a bit of tricking around with that log, and I think that's as good as I can get it. It's coming in at 4 inches, so I'll add a quarter so you get that scribed the whole way along. Yeah, it's not ideal, but I will be left with a nice straight log, I think, at this stage, so that's good. It is what it is. I got some new blades for my Stanley, and I'm able to pair these, whatever the fuck you call them, pencils. So that's good, just making the scribing a bit easier. So scribing done. The other thing I'm doing is I'm just marking the ends so as I know where the actual line up sort of horizontally. Just help when I'm putting it back on. So I'll throw this over, chisel out me notches, and then run the saw again. This corner here is a bit peculiar. I haven't come across this before, but I think what it is I probably needed to go another ½ inch on the scribe, which leaves me a gap here. So rather than fucking with it, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to I'm going to cut this piece out, let it sit on top, and then rescribe it, because I'm just not fully sure. Pretty certain it probably goes down and comes in, but I don't want to take my chances. So that is the risk of underscribing. But to be honest, I've fucking taken enough off already, so didn't really want to lose any more. Saw feels a bit loose, so we're going to tighten her up a touch. So I wanted to try something different on this log. I'm getting fucking covered in sawdust. I've had an awful lot of work to do with the logs once they're cut with the chisel, trying to get them sitting on top. So I'm actually going to kind of cut actually into the line this time and see how that fares out. The other thing I'm doing is running a shallow cut along the length, and then I'll come back and I'll do my deep cuts, because just hard on the saw and hard on me, and then we aren't getting it fully accurate. So it's just tricking around, trying a few different bits, you know. So the battery died, I'm afraid, but as you'll see there, I've a little bit of this cut. I think I'm taking too much from the middle, but it's not real. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. But it's just getting those steep angle cuts in to take that notch out. Seem to be going in possibly too deep. But anyway, this little end here, I got to try to open it up a bit just to get it finally sitting down, but we're pretty close. So not a bad fit. I think I probably should have took another 1/4 inch or ½ inch to get this down to here, but you know what, I'm actually happy enough with it. So I'll bore out the holes for the screws and mark the screw points, get some insulation in, and move on to the next. Another one done. Not bad by any means. And the gap tightened up really well, so that's positive. Still not great at these ends, but I guess they'll come good and tight. So yeah, pretty tight. The only other thing I need to do now is just stuff in that insulation, which I should have done before I screw it down, but anyway. The weather is desperate changeable. 1 minute it's fucking hailstones, next minute it's lashing, next minute sun beating down on us. Anyhow, so I'm going to give you a bird's eye view of what's going on over here. Gonna get this this front log on, get this done today if all goes to plan. So I need to get these level with the floor, so that's the first thing to do. I'm pretty happy with the position, so let me just see where we're up to it. 420, so 65 is what I got to make up. Well, that is 950, too big unfortunately. There's me 65 there. The only problem with it is maybe too wide. We'll see. The other thing I need to do, which I forgot to last day, was cut it.